Are you ready to hear today's story? Today's story is a classic. A classic means that it is a story that's been told many times again and again. A lot of people have heard it, and it's been told in many different ways. Our story is The Three Little Pigs. This version was retold by Bonnie Dotkin. Remember, if it's retold, she sang it in her own way. Illustrated by Subhash Bajaj. Here they are, 1, 2, 3 little pigs with their mama pig. Let's see what happens in this version of the story. The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, 3 little piglets lived in a small, cozy home with their mother. Their names were Porter, Perry, and Parker. Porter, Perry, Parker? Hey, they all start with P. That's alliteration. P. Porter, Perry, Parker. Porter was a relaxed sort of pig. He liked to play, eat, and sleep. Perry was a creative type of pig. He had lots of ideas, but he didn't always finish what he started. So he had good ideas and he started projects, but he never finished them. And Parker was a thoughtful little pig who worked hard and did everything just the way he was supposed to. This kind of annoyed his 2 brothers. He's kind of lazy, he doesn't finish things, but he works very, very hard. Well, the 3 little piglets got older and older and bigger and rounder. One day their mother made a decision. "You've grown too big for this little house," she said. "It's time for you all to go off into the wide, wide world and build homes of your own." That happens when you become a grown-up. When you're a grown-up, you have to move out of your house and into your own house. Because this house really belongs to his mom. So the 3 pigs packed their bags and got ready to leave their too cozy home. Now their mom lives there by herself, and they're going to go make their own houses, but they can still visit. "Any advice for us, Mother?" asked the Parker. "Why, yes," said their mother. "Watch out for that no-good big bad wolf who's always skulking around." Skulking around, that means sneaking around in not a nice way. "And remember, always work hard, remember to plan, and whatever you do, do the best that you can." Did you hear how that rhymed? Plan, can. The 3 little pigs kissed their mother and goodbye. Then they trotted out of the house, down the road, and out of the village. Before they had gone very far, they came to a big field full of golden haystacks. "You know," said Porter quickly, "I think I'll build my house of straw. It's a nice color, and the house will be easy to build." So he likes this. He said, "This is a nice color. It'll be easy to build." "I'm not sure this is a good plan," said Parker. "Will it be warm enough? Will it keep out the rain? What will happen when the wind gets strong?" Porter rolled his eyes. "It will be a great house," he said, "and I'll still have time to play when I'm done." So he wants to do easy peasy, lemon squeezy, a quick house out of this hay, because he wants to play. "Then good luck to you," said Perry and Parker, and they continued down the road. Soon Parker and Perry came to a shady grove of trees. "You know," said Perry, "I think I'll build my house of logs. Logs are strong, and I can paint them different colors." "That's a good idea. A house made out of logs. That's called a log house. Logs are strong. That'll be a good house." "That sounds like a good plan," said Parker, "if you finish what you start." That's right. Remember, Perry doesn't finish what he starts. He has great ideas that could work, but then he gets a little lazy. "I will," said Perry, and he waved as Parker continued down the road. Perry stood and looked up at the trees. He said, "Cutting down those trees would take a long time. I'll just build my house from the sticks on the ground instead." "Well, a log house made out of a big tree trunk, that's strong. But a stick house, that's not going to be so strong." But that's exactly what he did. Further down the road, Parker was busily planning his house. He bought bricks. Bricks are strong. And stone and mortar for the walls. He bought strong oak planks for the door. Oak, that comes from trees. He worked on the house for days and days. Remember, his brothers wanted to make quick houses that they built in one day, but he made his house. It took him days and days because he was doing a very good job. But when he was done, he felt happy. Mother would be proud, he said. I worked hard and I made my house the best it could be. Now, what none of the pigs realized that was somebody. Who's that somebody? What's the picture showing us? Yes, it's that big bad wolf their mother said was skulking around. Now, what none of the pigs realized was that someone very bad knew that they had left their mother's house. And who do you think that someone was? Yes, it was the no good big bad wolf. First, the wolf went to Porter's house. He saw bundles of hay held together by rope, and he saw Porter Pig outside napping in the sun. Because remember, he is the lazy guy who likes to lay around. Hello, Pig, said the wolf. Porter opened his eyes, squealed, "Ee!" and jumped to his feet. He ran into his house, pushed the door shut, and hid under his bed. He's hiding under his bed. Now, said the wolf, I only want to have a chat. Is that telling the truth? Does the wolf want to just chat? That means just talk? No, he's licking his lips. He wants to eat that pig. Ha! Said Porter. I know a hungry wolf when I see one. It really doesn't matter, said the wolf. Little pig, let me come in. Are you kidding? Said Porter. Not by the hair of my chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. The wolf stepped back, then he huffed, then he puffed, then he blew with all his might. Blow with me. The straw house flew apart. The wolf pounced, that means he jumped. And the pig bounced, boing, but Porter squealed, ee, and ran. Said the wolf, unfortunate. The next day, the wolf decided to try again. He strolled down the road until he saw a flimsy house made of sticks and twigs. Perry was lying in a hammock outside. Hello, my little piggy, said the wolf. Perry jumped in fright. He ran inside his shaky house and pushed a dresser against the door. A dresser right here is, see that? That's what you put your clothes in. So he pushed it against the door so the wolf can't come in. Ah, said the wolf. Does he really think that's going to help? He cleared his throat. Little pig, let me come in. No way, said Perry. Not by the hair of my chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Let's all huff and puff and blow. The wolf stepped back. He took 2 puffs and he took 2 puffs and he blew with all his might. Now the first house, he only needed 1 puff and 1 puff, and then he blew the house down. This one he needed 2 huffs and 2 puffs, but did it come down? Yes, it did. Sticks and twigs swirled in the air. The wolf pounced. The pig bounced, boing, but Perry squealed and ran. This just won't do, said the wolf. But the wolf knew that there's still one more brother to visit. He strolled down the road until he saw a house made of stone and brick. Parker was digging in a garden outside. Hello, pig friend, said the wolf. Don't you friend pig me, said Parker. Leave me now or you'll be sorry. He knows that the wolf is lying when he calls him a friend because he is not a friend. I doubt it, said the wolf. Parker went inside and slammed the door. The wolf heard 3 locks. 3 locks locking and 4 shutters slamming. Ch, 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 ch. He stood back. Little pig, let me come in. Not by the hair of my Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Go ahead and try, said Parker. So if he did 1 huff and puff for the straw house and 2 huff and puffs for the stick house, how many huff and puffs do you think he's going to do for this brick house? I'm guessing 3 as well. Let's check the words. The wolf huffed 3 times. He puffed 3 times. And then he blew with all his might. Let's all blow. Nothing happened. That's a surprise, said the wolf. Now he huffed 4 times and he puffed 4 times. And he blew again with all his might. Still nothing. The wolf tried again and again and again. This is not going at all the way I expected, said the wolf. And why did he expect it to blow down? Because the first 2 blew down, but this one is not. How come this house is not blowing down? Right, it's made of strong things like bricks and rocks. Finally, the wolf fell flat on his back, puffing and wheezing. He heard the shutter creak open. Great. I knew my house would stand up to that no-good wolf, said Parker. I'm just glad he didn't think about coming down the chimney. The shutter slammed shut. He said that with the wolf there. Do you think the pig wanted the wolf to hear that? I think so. I think he had a plan. The chimney, whispered the wolf, springing to his feet. Of course! He sneaked up to the side of the house and saw a pile of boxes stacked against the wall. How convenient, right? This makes it even easier, he chuckled. He climbed up the boxes. He crept across the roof. Then he jumped into the opening and slid down the chimney. Why do you think those boxes are there to make it easy for him? Look at the pig. He's laughing. He put them there. He wanted the wolf to try and go down the chimney. But down below, water bubbled in a big black kettle that was hanging in the fireplace. Parker threw more wood onto the roaring fire. Here I come, little pig, said the wolf. You weren't so clever after all. Oh no, said Parker. The wolf landed in the kettle with a loud kerplunk. Water steamed and boiled around him. The wolf howled in pain and shot right back up the chimney. The water had boiled off half of his fur. Oh no, cried the wolf. He was so embarrassed that he left the country, never to be seen again. Porter and Perry moved in with their brother, and they lived happily ever after. What did you think about this version of the 3 Little Pigs? Is it like the version you might have heard before? It's cool to hear stories told in a different way. Thanks for joining me, friends. I'll see you later. Bye.